Hello, my friends. It is my great pleasure and honor to join you all today as Barbados celebrates and participates in World Antimicrobial Awareness Week 2021. And this is from the 18th to the 24th of November. You may say, that's a lot of words, and what does that really mean? And what's this theme this year? Spread awareness and stop resistance. Well, let me tell you. Antimicrobials are simply the critical tools for fighting diseases in human beings, in animals, and in plants. And it occurs when bacteria or viruses or fungi and parasites resist the effects of those medications, making common infections harder to treat, and indeed increasing the risk of disease transmission, severe illness, and regrettably sometimes death. And what are we really saying? That many people are already in this slow motion pandemic, regrettably, dying because they're not fighting off the infections. And multiple reasons exist for why that happens. We've had too much abuse of antibiotics in human beings and in livestock and in our agricultural practices generally. And when you take that in combination with poor infection control practices or poor access to clean water, sanitation and hygiene, topics that are very appropriate now as we discuss the droughts that have come about with the climate crisis, then, my friends, we have accelerated the threat of antimicrobial resistance. And what lies at stake is the possibility that simple things that we take for granted now, like going to the dentist or mothers having children, can all of a sudden become a fleeting experience with death, especially if an infection is caught by them and their bodies are literally resistant to the antibiotics that are there to make them better. So let's get on board and let's spread the message to everyone, because this makes no sense just being a buzzword for health practitioners. This is about each and every one of us. In my own country, we are rolling out plans that will help the population understand the critical importance of not abusing antibiotics, working, of course, with our medical community. We're trying also to ensure that we can improve our infection control practices so that we don't put our people at risk. We ask simply that the world becomes aware of this major problem. And why do we call this a slow motion pandemic again, my friends? Because by 2050, we expect more people to die from this than from any other condition. And it is up to us not to let that happen. And how do we do that? By spreading the word and by ensuring that not only as we spread the word, that those who are responsible for the kinds of practices that keep these infections down, and those who are responsible for research and development of new therapeutics to help us fight them, that they work together in order to be able to take us off of this awful, awful course with destiny. I know that we can do it. It is up to every one of us, my friends, to spread awareness and to stop the resistance. One by one, we can make a difference and to ensure that this slow motion pandemic doesn't reach where it is threatening to reach by 2050. Thank you.